Happy 12 days of Christmas cookies, y'all. I'm on to our next recipe, and that is a white chocolate cherry cookie, a chunky. White chocolate cherry chunkies. And it sounds very similar to what my precious cousin Don Hires makes every Christmas. When he gets here for the holidays, first thing I say is, "Are you making the cookies today? The cherry chewy cookies?" Well, this recipe is just a little different, but this is, I'm making it and dedicating it to my dear, sweet cousin Don Hires. So we've got a stick of butter, and that's always a great start, y'all. I'm gonna move this out of our way. How about that, Eddie? So you don't have to shoot around that. Now this butter has been softened to room temperature, and I'm gonna add my white sugar. I'm gonna add my dark brown sugar, and I'm just gonna beat those until it's creamy. These are really easy cookies to make. Don's are, well, they're beautiful and they're so good. But his are a little bit more intense than these, because you have to make an icing for his, and then you have to frost them all. And so this way we're gonna mix, but hopefully get that same kind of good cherry flavor that Don's cookies have. All right, and my recipe that I have calls for vanilla. Now this is where I would like to switch this up, because you know I'm not really good about doing my recipes like I write them all the time. So I would prefer almond flavoring, because almonds make you think you're eating cherries. So do we have any almond flavoring anywhere, gang?
I don't think so.
No? This move is killing us. I know it. Teresa said this move is killing us because we're just here temporarily, because we're having some reconstruction done on the house, so we can't move in till all that's done. So we're just kind of like half here. We got just enough to get us by.
And for every recipe, you've asked for something we haven't had.
I know it.
Well, construction hasn't started.
That's
yet,
all right.
so
No, construction hadn't started, so ooh.
we're just sneaking in
I
here.
don't think I'll be able to film when construction starts. Do y'all?
No, that's why we're trying to get these done.
Yes.
So we don't skip a beat.
All right, look at this, y'all. I remembered to break my egg in a separate bowl on that one. Thank goodness the first one was good. Okay, so I got my vanilla in there. I've got my egg. What is that, milk? Okay, we're gonna beat this up some and try to get it a little bit creamier before I add the milk. Yeah. See, it's getting real creamy. And I just love cookies that have brown sugar in them, y'all. All right, I'm gonna cut this down so this milk won't fly all over me. Now I'm safe to turn it back up, I think. Oh, Don, honey, you got to try this recipe, because it's so much easier than that you make. Although it's so delicious and it's kind of worth it. Uh-oh, what have I done? All right, now I've got to reach over here and add my flour. And this is what's gonna bring these cookies over the top, is candied cherries that have been roughly chopped. My favorite nut in the whole world, maybe second to a pecan. Macadamia nuts, and they're so expensive. And white chocolate chips. So I'm just gonna stir those together, and then we'll just fold this in at the last minute. And I think I mentioned on one of the shows that I've already done that next Christmas, I wanna do the 12 days of Christmas, but I want to do y'all's 12 days of Christmas cookies. I want to find out what y'all's favorite cookies are and do those for y'all. Hola! Guess who's here, y'all? Guess who is here? Oh my goodness. Guess who's here, y'all? The triplets. Hey, Jackie.
Hey, how are ya?
Oh, Ollie girl.
Hey,
Ollie girl. You want to decorate some
Oh, wait,
gingerbread?
we're missing something very important. Oh,
Okay.
wait. Hi, Deen.
Oh, you got to have your bow. Hey, darling. You
¿Lo
still...
quieres o no? ¿Te lo pongo? No, dale pues. Ok, listo. Ok. De papá no.
Oh, you got to be pretty for Papa.
Ese es de mamá. Ok, gracias.
Who is over here? Meow. Eddie. There's Eddie.
My Christmas sweater.
There's Eddie. Here, you want to get down, baby? All right, let's go speak to Linton.
Dígale, hola, Deen.
Hey, Lint. Get love you. Who is it? Look what I wore for you today.
Ay, mira.
I wore you a bell. They look so adorable. Okay. I'm still adding the flour. And I'm kind of doing it in batches just so it won't be overpowering for our wet mixture that we got going. Okay. So I think I did that. This will be the 4th batch, I think. Like I said, Cousin Don, this is a lot easier than that one that you make, but I hope it's at least half as good. If I remember correctly, it's very good, so we'll see. All right, we're just gonna mix that up, and then, I added our candied cherries, my favorite nut in the whole world, macadamia nut. And white chocolate chips. So you can see those cherries are gonna give these cookies such a pretty bright color. It's gonna be cheerful and Christmassy looking. Okay. That flung off pretty clean. All right, so we're just gonna fold those 3 ingredients in. And I just love white chocolate. It's not really chocolate, is it? White chocolate isn't chocolate. Right? Isn't that the way it goes?
I don't know. It must have like some.
I don't know. I don't think white chocolate is really a chocolate. But it's very, very good. Oh, look at these pretty cookies. This is a real stiff batter, y'all, so don't think you've done anything wrong, because you hadn't. It's just a stiff, stiff batter. Okay. All right, so we are gonna scoop these up, and you remember I've told y'all it's my suggestion that you make sure every cookie is the same size, because if it's too much in one and not enough in the other, they won't cook at the same time. So this is a great way to make sure your cookies are the same size. And this is what I call my butter baller, or fruit baller, whatever you want to call it. But this will help keep me on the straight and narrow. You know, making sure my cookies are all the same size. Now you know you're free to add more cherries. But I do recommend that you use the candied because they don't have any liquid in them. That was missing a cherry. So I think I can get maybe one more layer down the center. But you know, maraschino cherries, they're sitting in liquid. So it would change the base of your cookie a little bit. So I would definitely stick with the candied. And like I said, you can always add more if you want them. Add more nuts, add more white chocolate. Oh my gosh, these look delicious. All right, let's add another little cherry to that one. And the rest looks pretty good, don't they? So I'm gonna put this in my oven, which I've preheated to, I think it was 350 degrees, y'all. No, it's 375. So that's what my oven is set at. And we are gonna bake these for 11 to 13 minutes. So if a recipe says 11 to 13 minutes, always check your cookies or your cakes at the lowest choice. So I will be checking these cookies at like 10 minutes. Because you never know if your oven is calibrated properly. So it's best that we keep an eye on things. And of course, you can always go to the store and buy you an oven thermometer and see if it's correct. See if the temperature that you've requested adds up to what registers. So that's a great way to find out, y'all. So we will be back to check on those cookies in 10 minutes. Y'all don't go anywhere. Okay, there are our Christmas cherry chunkies, white chocolate chunkies. And look how pretty they look. I think, it's been a while since I've made these, but I think next time I make them, I'll add more cherries to them because I really like that pop that those cherries give it. And they're piping hot, so I probably, maybe I can get one up to show y'all. Now the recipe calls for 10 to 13 minutes at 375, I think the oven is. So this was at 10 minutes, y'all. And you can see my oven cooks pretty good. So if you wanted to jazz up this cookie, you could by drizzling. Eddie said he would like drizzled chocolate on top with maybe some chopped peppermint bits. Right, Eddie? Is this the cookie we were talking about?
No,
that was not the cookie?
Yeah.
Listen.
But this one here would be good with white chocolate.
Yes.
Over it.
Yeah, well, because it's got the white chocolate in it, right?
Yeah.
So put some white chocolate on top. My head is full of sugar plums and cookies. I'm getting them all confused. We're far enough along into the 12 days of Christmas that I'm confused. But that's it, y'all. One of our favorites for the 12 days of Christmas cookies. Loving best dishes. Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.